saying it. You say you follow Acts. They never read this one. I don't read, my pastor read the Bible from cover to cover. And then when he was 40 years old, it came into his heart to visit it. Why did it come into his heart at 40 to visit his brethren? Because he was wax wise. After he learned knowledge of self, he said, I gotta go save my people. Why Mandela went from a high price making money lawyer in South Africa, and then something hit him. He said, I can't live good while my people suffer.
That's right.
Why Runoko Rashidi spent his whole life traveling all throughout Southeast Asia to prove that black people were there before? Why did Baba Ivan Van Sertima? Because once you gain knowledge of self, you can't help but want to go help your people.
That's right. Amen.
Y'all know what he's talking about, because it's what many of you are going through.
Yes.
Amen, Doctor.
Amen.
All right. Woo, we starting good trouble. All right, let's keep going with this good trouble boat. Y'all still with me?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Therefore, it goes on.
Therefore, if the...
No, we did that one already.
Okay, right.
Should not be surprising to anyone who honestly seeks true faith. True. Now, as the tribal ruler and prophet, oh, here's my man, the Moses. Moses, we just read about. Acts chapter 7, verse 21, 22. And 23 was wax wise in all. See, I didn't know. Wax wise in all the wisdom of ancient Africa. It leaves us with no doubt that he was also very much what?
And Antonis Correct.
Yes, he was. Yes. Wherein, if he was a true Christian, Christian, if he was Nazarite, if he were walking amongst us today, would be fully aware of the fact that the imagery found in the second Genesis creation account, Genesis chapter 2, verse 4 through 25, where God forms man out of the ground. When Moses would have heard, and God breathed into man out of the breast and the dust of the earth and breathed, causing the man to become a living being. What would the Moses have actually thought? No, he would have understood it as a person educated in Kemet.
That's right.
That's
exactly.
And we have in Kemet, Atum comes out of the primordial mound. But Atum, the Adama, is male and female. They were males and female, and they lived on earth. Now, when y'all hear out of the ground, you were just asking this brother Akir during the commercial. The one word can change a whole translation in English. They formed man of the dust of the earth. They formed Adama of the earth. One is of the, what does of the earth mean?
That's where I live.
Part of.
It's the car of the land.
It belongs to us.
From a place called the land.
Yes.
That's just the Shan of Nassau.
Okay.
She not made from NASA? You mean there's not a whole place called NASA? And Nassau. Right? There's not a place called Nassau that they took Shannon. You mean you're Jermaine of London? You wasn't created of London. You see how they did it to us? Of the earth and thought the dirt.
The dirt.
See, but if we were still agrarian and still farming, we would know it couldn't mean that. Because every farmer knows. The only things that's going to come up from under that ground, if you put some wood down, you'll see some centipedes, some millipedes, some worms, some grubs, some insects. But I'll be damned if I'm going to move that big 2x, what's it called, a big sheet, piece of 4x8 wood plank and lift it up and see the head. Whoa. Here they got hit with that wood. What happened? Adam's dead. What happened? Dropped the wood on his head.
Yes.
Here, the Moses, if he's raised and wax wise in all the wisdom, then he would know. He wouldn't read this. God gave him 2 tablets of stone, right? That's supposed to be all the Torah. He wouldn't be reading this going, word? No, No, he's been taught, he's been educated. He's wax wise.
So he would know.
Uncle. So he's not reading it. No different than once you know. I read sometimes with y'all and I go, oh, that's how y'all see it. Because I was trained, so I don't see it the way you see it.
Okay.
Right.
I don't see the world the way you see the world. I wasn't raised like you.
Yeah.
And you're now becoming like me. So you're not going to see the world the way people you talk to. They're going to say things and you'll be like, I used to think like that. I never thought like that. Right? So sometimes y'all will say stuff and go, that's how you see it. It can be doctrine. It can be anything, just life. It can be a debate. It can be an argument. It can be a disagreement with the spouse. And I'm constantly going, how did you get that out of that? Y'all are a strange breed. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing either. But it's because of who raised you. You got raised by the sociopath.
Sure.
It's thinking like a narcissist. You're thinking, you don't realize it. It's only as you grow in your awakening, you'll look back and be like, what the hell? What's wrong? Another day. Let's keep reading. You'll see it. Don't worry. I like when it happens. Everybody get that look. Man, I can't fit in with nobody no more. I'm like, okay. This I speak of is in fact the Talmudian teachings. It's found in the records concerning Kunum, held sacred at the Grand Kanisa, spiritual mother church located at Bahare in Hadkata, Memphis, where there is a wall relief which depicts Kunum fashioning the Chat. This doctrine of fashioning and forming man of the dust of the earth. This is found, let's bring it up, if y'all don't mind.
We don't mind.
I know y'all walking away, you get tired, I get it. Everybody, the brain starts. I get it. Hunum. It's fashioning on the walls. See? The great molder. He's fashioning. He's shaping. He's wearing the mask. He's creating the potter's wheel. He's shaping the cod. He's shaping it. He's forming it. Don't let them tell you this is pagan. This is the knowledge that Moses was wax wise in. This is the knowledge. I don't know if y'all grabbing what I'm saying the way I'm saying it.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you're grabbing it the way I wrote it. But if you start saying this to people, it'll make them have to stop. Moses was wax wise in all the wisdom, so he would have come in contact with the stele that shows Kunum fashioning.
The potter's wheel, yes.
You would have seen it. You said all. I know what all means. He's including everything. So if he studies all the wisdom of Tamaré, that means he went up the Nile and
down the Nile.
Now we have the Moses, an African. And this the Moses, the African. He was a unifier of upper and lower Nile River Valley. Won't he do it?
Yes. Yes, he will.
He was the unifier of the upper and lower Nile River. So while unifying, was he studying all the wisdom?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
They got us looking at Charleston Heston. They got us looking at Christian Beale or Bale or whatever. Bow. They got us looking for the surreal. But meanwhile, they're not telling us about who? The African theology.
The stories.
They're not telling us the African theology.
Yes.
They got us thinking about a Canaanite. And we're not grabbing the face of the Moses. They got us thinking he went to a mountain, but don't realize that in Tamaré, that mountain was called Serebit and Kedem, what they call the Sinai Peninsula. Oh, yes, and this all deals with the creation story. What's today's subject, y'all? Genesis.
First day.
This series is called Genesis Unveiled. What happened during the days of creation, the first day. So far, what has happened during creation?
4 creation events.
4 creation events.
No.
That's true. But what happened? What's happening? Somebody interfering with it because they're writing some stuff in there and moving some stuff out of there.
That shouldn't have been.
So to get the creation story, it's a little difficult because they done messed it up and got us reading all kind of rigmarole. But don't worry, I sound like an old person. I just want to
You said rigmarole.
That's right. Y'all understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's go back and look at it. They didn't want you to know. So Kunum, this would have shown the creation by fashioning, by this being who's not an animal. He's wearing a mask. Go see a surgeon in the hospital. What do they wear?
Mask.
Oh, okay. And the healers of the 16th and 17th century Europe used to walk around with a mask on during the plague time. So don't act like you don't understand wearing a mask.
Amen.
This is the creation
Yes.
by Kunum, the master, fashioner, on the potter's wheel. Let me get to it. This ain't pagan. Pagan is Greece. Abraham wouldn't go talking with the pagans in Egypt and be blessed by them. No, this was family. Book of Isaiah 19 says in the very last verse, the last 2 verses of Isaiah 19 says there will be, this thing's going to go off. Say they will be, Egypt will be my first, and Ashur my second, and Israel. So we say we are Ishmael. Say Ishmael.
Ishmael.
Israel, say Israel.
Israel.
And he said Midiani.
Midian.
Kunum and his wife Satis, male and female, always there, creating the double portion of each human being, a soul and a body, and being assisted by a female, called Hiket, who has the head of a serpent, symbolizing the knowledge of the serpent power, which you call the caduceus, the kundalini, the spinal column. With Moses, according to Acts chapter 7, verse 22, would he have been waxed wise in this knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Because it said,
Yes.
say it one more again.
All.
Put them on this hook. Don't let them off. Y'all know I am harping on this one thing.
Amen.
Because if you can grasp this one thing, then everything else you're going to learn will make sense. And then how to teach people and debate people and talk to people will be so easy. Because you will be solidified in the wisdom. See, if you're not, then you'll be like, oh, but what if I say this? When you hit them with that Acts 7:22, them knees be buckling. I tell you, it's a pretty thing. Because they have to realize, wait a minute. The Moses would have been familiar with this ancestor, this guardian angel. He would have been familiar with Ma'at.
Yes.
Universal order. Would he have been familiar with Tahuti?
Yes, sir.
Would he have been familiar with Tawaret?
Yes.
What about Selket?
Yes.
It says all. So would he have known all of the 99 names? Because he didn't just know of them, he mastered them. So would he have mastered all of the attributes?
Yes.
Would he have mastered the elemental sciences of alchemy? Oh, that's how he turned his staff. Okay, he knew alchemy.
Was mighty in words and deeds.
And we know he had to know it because then the pharaohs, they did it also.
Yes.
That's right.
His knowledge was stronger than Apophis. Because his staff consumed their staff. or his knowledge was greater than theirs. I'll go with the knowledge. You can hang out with sticks and snakes. And I know some people like, so how do you do it? I'm like, you really think I'm selling my new iPhone for $700,000, but I'll give it to you for $4,000.
Right.
Are y'all understanding the premise of what we're saying?
Yes, sir.
All of this is just to get to Genesis 1. And the car out of clay on his potter's wheel, after which his consort wife, Heket, kneels by the potter's wheel, we just saw her, and offers the clay bodies the breath of life, breathed into them of the breath of life. Let's go back. Is Heket offering them the breath of life? Look what is in her hand. And you tell us which story Moses would have heard first. That's an Ankh. She's giving them life. Which story did Moses hear first?
This one.
What did he believe?
This one.
Which one is medically possible?
This one, sir.
Which one is impossible?
The one that was given to us.
You taking a man from the dust of the earth, do it. Do it. Oh, God, with God, all things are possible. Okay, do it. We can't tempt God. I can't. Do it. You gave me the power to question. I ain't falling for that. Do it. Beloved, believe in every spirit. I'm testing. Do it. Oh, you won't die. Ain't no lightning ever struck. Ain't no lightning ever struck nobody. Don't make them let you feel all scared.
Yes.
You're afraid there's something going, oh, but what if you die and you find out it was all real? First of all, I don't know if I want to go nowhere where I'm going to have to sing praises all day.
Right.
Because I know when I be leading the chants on Sunday, these are told in London be breaking down after 22 minutes. I think it's funny because they start looking at each other. When's he going to stop? I read the eyes and like, who's a nice one, but he's raps on one tonight.
Come on.
You don't even be up there like.
Come on, Ref.
None of the people from London got nothing to say. So imagine you can't do 23 minutes of a chant without feeling like, man, I'm thirsty. I gotta pee. You're gonna be like, oh, Father God, oh, Father God. Forever? Nope. I'm starting trouble, I know. Let me also shed clarity by stating that the monotheistic God, Yahweh, Jehovah, or Allah, etc., when miswritten about by biblical and Quranic writers, is often claimed to have done scripturally the actions which the Tamarian and Sumerians had already done. Because before the Genesis creation story that they're saying Moses was being given, he had already learned about the African creation story. And had already learned about the Cushite, Tamarians, Sumerian story, because he comes from Abraham. Moses comes from Abraham. Abraham comes from Ur of Chaldees. Ur of Chaldees is in the Tigris-Euphrates Valley. So Abraham would have learned about the Sumerian records called the Edda tablets. Or the Edda text. He would have learned about that. To lead and be a father of many nations. He would have known that. And so his descendants would have learned that. He married an Egyptian. Hello, everybody out there.
Teach it, boss.
Abraham married an Egyptian. Muslims, Muhammad married Maryam Qupti. Maryam the Coptic, the Copt. The Egyptian. All these great men marrying Egyptians. If they're pagans. Hosea was told go marry a prostitute. So It ain't, he was told by the Lord, go and get the prostitute. Must have knew, right? But y'all later. But when it comes to Moses, he marries an Egyptian, an Ethiopian. When it comes to Abraham, he marries an Egyptian. When it comes to Muhammad, he marries an Egyptian. When it comes to Jesus, he goes down to Egypt, to the Nile River Valley. How dare you tell us Africans converted to your religion when you converted to ours?
Come on, Basash. That's right.
Again, they may not like what I just said.
It's okay.
The reasoning is sound.
Mm-hmm.
It's sound. You ain't gotta like it, but it's sound.
Yes.
That coming from the dirt of the earth. It's 2025, man. Come on now. Come on now. Thereby, the first creation story in Genesis 1 steals a portion of the cosmology of Kiminu, where the guardian angelic host known as being components of Naturu Elohim. So we are what?
Components of Naturu Elohim.
See? That's what I just said. Francis Cress Wilson is a what?
Component of
Naturu Elohim.
Henry Clark is a what?
Component of Naturu Elohim.
Neely Fuller is?
A component.
Selhadi al-Mahdi is?
A component of Naturu Elohim.
Hotep Tar is?
Component of Naturu Elohim.
This group here were called the Ugdads by the Greeks, are actually the four primordial families or four conditions of void without form, darkness, and watery, all present at the beginning of creation in Genesis. Isaiah 64 verse 8, but now, O Lord, thou art our Father. We are the clay, and you are our potter, and we all are the work of thy hand. Is this not what we are looking at on the walls?
Yes, sir.
And Moses would have learned all of this before he ever met God. Yahweh didn't meet him yet. Sorry, my bad. Whoopsie. The real story. I'm not talking about the European Moses. I'm sure he met Yahweh. Don't really care. Ain't for me. I'm talking to you Africans, you melanated, you Caribbeans, you Black British, you Melaninites, you people of the seed of the woman of Genesis, you people of the covenant, the African Moses. So we got all the prophets coming out there, posters. The African Moses, he knew this first. And he mastered it. Why would God make him master this? Why did he have to master all this before he begins his mission?
Because he needs to teach.
It wasn't so he can debate with the Pharaoh, because none of that ever happened.
Right.
He was supposed to teach his people what?
Teach his people the truth.
The truth.
What he had learned. Look at that.
He had learned the truth. That's right.
He had to learn the thing that he would have to teach the people. Because the Macedonians, the Hittites, the Girgasites, the Amorites, the Hivites, they were in 5 cities, according to Isaiah 19, the book of Yeshua. They were there, the book of Hosea. They were there, and they had been bastardizing the doctrine. And our people had got confused after over 100 years, much as you and I have gotten confused. And so we talk to some of our brothers that are Muslims, and they start saying some stuff. I'd be like, what? We talk to some of our Christian brothers. I'd really be like, what? Talk to some of our Hebrew brothers, like, what? However, instead of the elements of creation having a choice of their own, the Greco-Romanized books
portray them as inanimate
objects which move according to the direction. God said, let the winds blow. But in Tamaré, in the Niger Delta culture, wind was a person, personification. Someone was simply, it don't mean wind is a person like blowing around, simply means a meteorologist. The chief meteorologist. Do y'all have a thing called chief meteorologist?
Yes.
Right? At most television stations have a chief meteorologist. That's the main person that does the weather. And they're in charge of studying the satellite. Right, we had that. That person's in charge of wind. A seismologist that deals with earthquakes, that person's in charge of earth. The person who studies water, hydrology, hydro, that person. The person who studies fire, pyro, or lightning, earth, wind, water. Not spooky, but these would be important to cities.
Right.
Because you have dominion over the fish of the seas. To have dominion over the fish of the seas. Let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain something real quick. I know Christians always talk about dominion over the fish of the seas, right? The seas is really deep. I don't know if you know. And to rule everything in the sea, that means they had to have the knowledge you have today. Because see, if this man is just being created, he wouldn't know about the giant squid.
Right.
He and she wouldn't know how to capture the difference between baiting to capture a swordfish and capture a mullet and capture a brim and capture a rainbow trout and capture a yellowtail and capture a red snapper and capture a red duck. I ain't catching no piranha. He said piranha. To avoid the piranha. Y'all understand?
Yes, sir.
To have dominion over something, you'd have to have all the knowledge about that thing. I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna turn around. Remember in school, you do the okie dokie, you turn yourself around. I'm turning myself around. To have dominion, to be able to control the seas and all the fish of the sea, you have to study them.
Yes.
How that's gonna work for people who didn't even know the difference between having clothes on and being naked?
Teacher.
Come on.
Don't make sense.
Come on.
Man, these two naked kids would have been swimming in there and seen a shark and be like, fish, I have dominion over. Hey, wait a minute. You can't have dominion over something and not have not. And of the fowls of the air. So they would have to have known about falcons, herons, seagulls, black eagles, bald eagles, kites, pigeons, doves, quail, falcon. Any other birds? Parakeets, hawks, parrots, pelicans. Any other birds?
Flamingos.
Huh?
Chickens.
Vultures. I was waiting for somebody to say chicken. Come on, Black Hole.
That's right.
First person to yell out chicken, but all right, chicken. And there's different type of chickens. If Brother Tate was here, I asked him to tell us. There's different types of chickens. Yeah. Turkeys, different type. Peacocks. Huh?
Yes.
Guinea fowl. Barbadog. Thousands of birds. To have dominion over, it says all the fish of the seas. And what does all mean?
Everything.
How?
Well,
that's because God knew they'd be able to kill them. You go try to kill the giant eagle, the one that lands and be like this big, that be pulling them goats off the sides of the cliffs, drop them and then eat them. Yeah, them. Go ahead, go. I will pay money for this video. So these people had to have been other, but now if this better sheath is coming from the Tamarean Adama, which was around trillions of years, down to 24 billion years, now they would have had that knowledge.
Right.
But if you're just saying this is a man and he's just in the dirt, just pieces of dirt, and all the dirt come together, he come up like a genie, and all of a sudden he's gonna have dominion. How? Over the fish of the seas and the fowl of the air and everything that creepeth upon there. So he was over lions? He wouldn't have known. Not just a lion, but how many types of felines? There's cheetahs. How you gonna have dominion over things you can't catch? Cheetahs can reach up to 75 miles an hour. Between 70 and 75 miles an hour.
Wow.
Adam would be like, Lord, he ain't gonna have dominion over that. Every creeping thing. What about the praying mantis? He has dominion over that because it creeps. What about the scorpion? He'd have dominion over that because it creeps. What about the black widow spider and the brown recluse?
Leg.
Huh?
Everything.
Worms, grubs, salamanders, newts, frogs. Does this make sense? Unless this was a group of people who had knowledge like Moses.
Amen.
The knowledge gives you power.
Sure.
And then you know what to avoid. What's that? That's they got 3 red dots and it's all black. What is that?
Poison.
What is it?
Spider.
What type of spider?
Black
Widow. You ever see a spider with all red dots on it?
Black Widow.
Poison.
Stay away.
No. If you can kill it, kill it. Because I was in your house.
Sure, kill it.
I'm from the school of kill it. Now it's dead in my house. But to go and run and hope that it's just going to go away. No, it's now in your house. So no, we kill it. So y'all understand. But don't kill with your hand because that could be interesting. Camera out, selfie, video, send to me. I'd like to watch. Because we're reading the Bible, giving you dominion, and we're not reading it with African. We're not reading it. Africanized means conscious. It means aware. Because indigenous African, indigenous natives of the Caribbean, indigenous of the North and South America, we were aware. We had logic because we dealt with that. The European didn't because the 11 plus 1 clan sons of Canaan had never seen lions. Think about all the things in Europe they had never seen. So of course, they're naked. Their minds are empty. You grew with these creatures. Is everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
We continue. Again, this is just part one. We ain't even getting to part one. This is part beginning. This is like part asterisk. Furthermore, certain parts of the Genesis creation story as written from Indo-Aryan. Come on.
Caucasian,
Furthermore,
Arab, Emirate perspectives and beliefs are written based off the fact that these deranged enslavers were against the true Melanonite dominant teachings of Natural Elohim.
So when they were now going to put their story together, they did everything in their power to tell it opposite to reality because they knew that reality would lead back to you and they were against your doctrine. But they made mistakes like Moses was wax wise and all the wisdom of the Egypt. That's a mistake. When they was erasing, they missed it. Got you. Because that wisdom. And if Moses had that wisdom, what did Aaron have? If Moses had that wisdom, what did Joshua have? And what did Samson have? And if Solomon had all the wisdom of the earth, I'm telling. Didn't they say Solomon prayed for wisdom?
Yeah.
Is that what anybody went to church, mosque, synagogue?
Yes, they did. Yes.
Did Solomon ask for wisdom?
Yes, he did.
And if Solomon asked for wisdom, what would he have been given?
Wisdom.
Wisdom of the Egyptians.
Of Africa, he would have got what Moses got.
That's right.
Well. That's something. But you can't say Solomon was given the wisdom books because you said he wrote it. But the Proverbs of Solomon, according to Zondervan Bible, oh boy, won't he do it? They always talk about won't he do it? Won't he do it?
That's right.
Y'all don't want him to do it no more? Look at everybody not wanting him. He's gonna do it. God works in mysterious ways. Why this can't be a mystery? You always say God works in mysterious ways. Why we can't be that mystery? Why we can't be the thing that God, why can't the Holy Coptic Church of the Black Messiah be the thing that the God that you said works in mystery is using us to give you the message? Why are you rejecting it? Because it don't sound like it's supposed to sound. What the people Yeshua was talking to, it didn't sound like it was supposed to sound to them either. The people Moses was talking to, it didn't sound, because they wasn't wax wise.
Amen.
You know, Jesus. Oh yeah. Let me. Could I bring Jesus into this thing?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, you can.
Oh boy, Luke. Can we go to Luke chapter 2, verse 40?
Yes.
Ooh, they're gonna be mad at me. Oh, I like being the bad guy. Being the bad guy is fun. I should have tried this a long time ago. Where we at? Luke chapter 2, what?
2:40.
Verse 40.
Yep. And the child grew.
Wait.
What child?
Who's the child?
Right.
Yep. Turn to Nazareth.
Nazareth.
This sound like, let me see who this is. Let me see. And when 8 days were accomplished for the circumcising of the child. So at 8 days, an African Tamadean ancient Hebraic ritual, this child called Jesus, oh, we know who it's talking about. He got circumcised. All right. And the days of his purification were according to the laws of Moses. That's also in Leviticus. All right. And this was done because it's written that every male that openeth the womb is dedicated to the Lord, the firstborn. Okay. And this turtle does. So all this stuff is done by Mary, right? And Joseph. Yes?
Yes.
Yes,
Y'all acting
sir.
like y'all not sure. Are y'all okay?
Yes, that's
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we get down to verse 3. And when they had performed all things according to the law of Moses. Come on, Christian. Talk to me, Hebrews. Are we doing, and Muslim, are we doing everything according to the laws of Moses?
Nope.
The law of the Lord. The law of the Lord is called Torah in Hebrew. And Moses, who was wax wise in all the wisdom, was the one who gave it to them. Chapter 2, verse 40. And the child grew and was waxed strong in spirit. Wait a minute. Kratao, Numa, Pliro, Sophia. Can we go to Acts 7? And Moses, 22, was learned, Padio, Pas, Sophia, Egyptus. Luke, the wisdom and charis, grace. Wisdom and grace. He was wax wise in wisdom and charis in the Greek. Grace, favor of God. What wisdom? What wisdom was he filled with? Sophia. The word in Hebrew is Hakim. Hakim. What wisdom was the Messiah filled with? Where was he raised?
In Egypt.
Where was Moses raised?
In Egypt. So that's that African theology.
So what was Moses learning as a child on up to an adult?
African theology.
What was Christ learning as a child? So when it said he waxed wise in all the wisdom, Messiah Yeshua, Jesus Christ, the Jesus of the people, the Revelations Christ, 1:12 through 15, the Daniel's Christ, 7:9, the Revelations Christ, 4:3. He was waxed wise like Moses. So, Mr. Pastor, Mrs. Pastor, Mrs. Bynum, why you're not teaching this? And even after you're going to show you the video, you're going to say, oh, well, we don't, who, let's eat. No answer to it.
Right.
It's there. The same Sophia in Greek, the same Hakim in Arabic, the same Hakum or Hakum in Hebrew. Same word. Language is key. I'm showing y'all how to teach our doctrine. Am I rushing through it? No.
No, you're not.
Sir.
Going forth, I want the sisters to start teaching 1 instead of 3. This is y'all last time teaching is 3 coming up.
Understood.
Okay. I hope everybody heard me. The only person that everybody else is like, go. And the brothers the same way. Brothers, we're going to start meeting on Saturdays. Those of you who will be teachers. Oh, it's quiet. Boy, that was breaking news. CNN. Look at everybody. Oh, Father, please don't let this happen to me. So the Messiah is wax wise in all the wisdom. Let's go back to the better sheet and I'll take some questions. So all the wisdom, Armada letters. he would have been waxed wise in.
Yes.
Amenhotep's wisdom, which was used to make Proverbs 22 to 24 and the wisdom books. The Dead Sea Scrolls, the Elephantine Papyrus, these were in the Nile River. The hymn to the Aten, used for Psalms 104. The Mari tablets. Meneptar's stele, yes. All of these and more. Moses, Yeshua, Abraham, Daniel, Solomon, Obadiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Ezra, Hosea, they would have been waxed wise in the same wisdom.
Amen.
This is the original Torah. This is the original Torah. Before the Canaanites bastardized it and Hellenized it and gave it back to us as a Septuagint.
Yes.
Teacher.
Let's finish up. Let's go back to the better sheath. For example, God's creation of light on day 1 before the creation of the luminaries on day 4. Did y'all hear what we just said?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, on day 1 it says, let there be light. But then later on day 4, they say what? Let's look at it. Oh, but that's because God was given the blueprint. See, in Genesis 1, when he said, let there be light, that's a blueprint. And in Genesis, first they say, created the heavens and the earth, and God said, let there be light. And the light was good, and God saw the light and separated the light and the darkness he called night, and the day he called day and light, and dot, right? We got that? Cool. Then we go all the way down, and then all of a sudden, on day 4, and God said on Genesis 1:14, let there be lights.
Now you don't create light already.
I'm so confused. I thought we just let there be light in Genesis 1:3. So what's the difference between the light of Genesis 1:3 and the light of Genesis 1:14? Let there be light. Let there be light. And there was light, and there was light. I'm confused. Oh, but that's God. This is God. You using your other eye. You got to use your spiritual eye. See, God over here is talking, and he's talking about this is prophecy, right? So God is predicting himself to himself. He's having a conversation with, you know how sometimes you just at home by yourself and you just talk to yourself. So God himself, he said, yes. He said, what I want you to do is prophecy over there. And when we get, that's the stupidity. Don't make no damn sense. And put it just like this online. We get in good trouble. Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven. Didn't it just say God created the heavens and the earth? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light.
That's right. 3.
And there was light. And what's the next verse? Verse 4 say? And God saw the light. What kind of light was this light? That God saw the light, that it was good, and divided the light that was good from the darkness. And God called the light day, verse 5, and the darkness he called night. And evening and morning were the first day. So that means there was a sun and a moon already. Then what the hell is going on in verse 14? And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. And let these lights, well, that's the stars, be for seasons and for days and years. Yes. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light upon the earth. And it was so. What? Because let me explain something to you. The stars don't light up the earth during the nighttime. The moon will, but not the stars. You look up at the stars, but you ain't gonna be like, oh, the stars got my path lit up tonight.
Right.
Oh, the moon can do it. You get out in the countryside or full moon, you can see, but not the full stars. So this, whoever's writing this does not understand astronomy. But this light, and God made 2 great lights. So for them who say that's talking about the stars, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. And he made stars also. So wait a minute. these lights in the firmament are different than the stars and are different than the sun. I'm confused. The firmaments in the sky, they're going to tell you that the stars, but then all of a sudden here, he made stars also. So if these are the stars here in verse 16, what the heck is in verse 15? And if the light is Genesis 1, 3, and 4, and 5, then what is it talking about these two lights here? If the two lights are the greater light, which we call the sun to rule the day, and the lesser light we call the moon, then what? Hey. Hey. Now we're going to look at the better sheath, but I need you to understand why the original books of the Bible is necessary. Because if you're just reading it in English, we might as well just be up here and say, you know, God works in mysterious ways. And I want Brother Owen, I want you to lead us in hymnals, the third book, and we're going to pass the collection plate. I need everybody in this room tonight to reach in your pockets and go a little deeper than you normally would, because we know Pastor needs a new Rolls Royce. Matter of fact, I don't even want a Rolls Royce. I ain't going to be greedy, because God don't like that. You know, I'm just asking y'all to get me let me see what I need. Let me see. No, not a Lamborghini. That's a selfish person. I want something that's good.
Get the sergeant of arms and lock the door.
Yeah. Lock the door. Don't let nobody out. So we get this money raised. Now we're going to start with 5,000. How many of you can do 5,000? And that's what they're doing. After, you know why? Because once you convince a person about talking snakes and birds that can fly and dragons, you can get any. If I can get, hey baby, you meet a girl, you be like, hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? What's your name? Shaitan. Shaitan? I ain't never heard of Shaitan. Yeah. What kind of name is that? It's exotic. Oh, word.
Yeah.
What you doing naked? You know the snake looking at her like, look at you all naked. What you doing? Did God say that you shouldn't eat of the tree? Because you know how God be rolling. You know how he be acting. He don't be right in there. You know he just don't want you to be like God. Go ahead, eat up. Ain't that how guys go on a date, sisters? We be on a date thirsty. We be on a date like, go ahead, eat. Order anything you want. Give her whatever she want to drink. Drink up.
You know what's good?
The invoice is on the way. Your payment.
Just about Phoenix.
The turn. Took a turn. All right, let me get back on. Let me get this car back on the road. Oh my God! None of the sisters even co-signed on that. Y'all know it's true. You know it's true.
Reciprocity.
What you said, Elder Owen?
Reciprocity.
No, I said they got reciprocity.
Yeah, reciprocity. Oh my gosh, this is different. It is what it is. This is a teaching church, so this is how we go, right? For example, God's school. I'm just thinking about anybody who got to go on a date now after the night.
That's really funny, though.
What you want to eat?
Really funny.
For example, God's creation of light on day one we just read that, right?
Right.
Before the creation of the luminaries on day 4 actually forms a purposeful yet covert controversial attack against Atum-Re, the guardian angelic host whose symbol is the sun. See, if you understand that these were people, these were not just events, these were people who lived, whose image and likeness we were created, and these are the angels. The angels walked the earth. How do you know? How do you know the angels walked the earth?
Because it says in the Bible.
Where does it say it in the Bible?
In Job, they called all of them.
Verse 6. It
The
came,
generation of the heavens.
the sons of God came to present themselves to the Lord. And who came with them?
And the devil came with them.
Now, where were the sons of God coming from?
They presented themselves from the earth.
Presented themselves. Where were they coming from?
The earth.
Same place Satan was coming from. Look at that.
The earth.
What we gonna give her? You got a new car. That's the right answer.
The earth.
All the angels were on the earth.
Yeah.
Not just Satan. Revelation 12 says Satan and his
That's right.
angels were cast.
Good.
Genesis 6 says those angels went raped the daughters of man and gave birth to
Right.
giants in the earth in those days. And also, after that, another group of angels came to fight that first group of angels. So the fallen angels were on earth because they got cast out of the heavens of this constellation. And the good angels with Michael and Jibrail and Raphael and Uriel and the Catriel, the 24 elders and their they said, let's go down and fix this situation. Because there's going to be some issues. Human beings don't understand what they're going to be dealing with. Let's see what else it says. Africanized is very important. I make jokes to keep it light enough so no one gets offended. Because you know, people, this was purposely done to imply that the source of light does not originate with the sun or moon, namely Re, the instructor of guardian of solar societies, nor Tahuti. The Greeks wanted to move you away from your African angels, the instructor or guardian of lunar society, but instead with their biblical or Quranic God who is separate from the light and creation. These invaders, the 11 plus 1 clan sons of Canaan, who are the 3 sets of 12 invading dynasties, that's not there, worked and continually worked to hide the African origins of the Bible and Quran by not naming the African sun, star, earth, and moon societies. These were societies. A-N-K-H. Societies that understood the importance. Their symbol was the moon. Their symbol was the sun. And when they became educated, they became illuminated. And thus, let there
be light.
Every graduation I've ever been to, at a certain point, the president of the university will stand up and say, I confer the degree of for the humanities or whatever department, and all the graduates do what?
Take the hats and throw it in the air.
They take, no, they don't throw it in the air. They take the tassels
on the other side.
and they move it from one. Why?
To symbolize completion.
Huh? I can look it up. It's not top secret. Really, it isn't. I'm not going to do it. Y'all waiting on me to look it. Okay. Y'all can look it up while I watch you take your phone out and start to look.
Symbolize the transition from student to graduate.
There you go. Now you know. Symbolizes the transition from student to graduate, from uninformed to informed, from ignorance to illumination, or as they say, from darkness to light. And then you become, as a graduate, how do you know it's light? Because all graduates are what to that school?
Alumni.
And what's the word alumni mean?
Illuminated.
Illuminate. The light. Oh, that's what Africa was trying to tell you. This is a university. But you believe it. When God said, let there be the sun, Shazam. There's a sun up there. That's too much Marvel. Because now you got the guy, what's his name, that be turning his hair?
Dr. Strange.
And doing all this weird homosexual like hair.
Dr. Strange.
Yeah, Dr. Strange. And everybody like, ooh, and he can open the portal, you fall through, then you get a rope, and they throw you through here, you catch stuff, you fall back down, and you open another one, and y'all be like, and then you finish that, say, Basesh, so tell me about creation. I'm like, oh no. Basesh, you said it's 9 realms. I just came from watching Thor and Loki and the Archie and Ragnarok. So is it like that? Please stop watching fairy tales. At some point, you got to outgrow the fairy tale. At some point. I'm not saying don't watch TV, but if you're watching it and you find yourself yelling at the screen, stop. If you're still watching TV, go, why would she go in there? My answer. Anybody knows my answer?
Because it's in the script.
It's in the script.
Anytime I see somebody yelling at the TV, why was it? It's in the script. The script says, and now you go in the room. She's acting. She has to go in there. It's in the script. You yelling at the TV. It's in the script. And because you don't realize that, let's change this channel. If you sitting there going, turn the TV off. You are getting caught up in some make-believe movie. You're giving your emotions over to somebody who heard action. That's a take. Cut. Wrap it up. And now you sitting there like, yes, that's the sisters. Because that's how y'all be watching the movie. All the brothers know what I'm talking about. You be sitting there looking at your wife like, are you really crying? No, I'm not crying. I'm just, I mean, because this could happen. So, what nightmare fairy tale you woke up in? Anyway. Oh, they're going to be mad at me again. Boy, I tell you. We're almost done. Matter of fact, let me stop there. We're going to take some questions. Right? I'm taking some questions. It is page 29. Okay. So we're going to start on page 30. And then we're going to move right in on Wednesday. Be here on time. I'm trying to start at 6 Eastern time. And we're going to go right in to, we got some reading. We're reading all this introduction. We're going to get a lot of this introduction stuff clear. Because y'all, I want y'all to have this down pat. Amen? All right, let me take some questions. And please let the questions make sense. Thank you. Brother Junaid, if you're here.
Namaste.
Mastu.
How are you?
Hungry, tired, got a little cough. Y'all can send me some money, though, if you want me to really feel good. I mean,
No doubt.
if everybody just click right now, if we put a Stripe link and everybody just put $100, I'll feel so much better. The cold will go away. It will literally, I'm like, oh my God, it's a miracle, right? But anyway, I'm doing all right. Go ahead. Elder Owen, you volunteered to start? Okay, cool. Look at him.
Sending it to the
Go ahead, Brother Junaid.
Yes, yes. Okay. Based off the 3 stages of creation, original, secondary, and tertiary. Now, with the tertiary creation of 6,000 to 8,000 to 6,000 years, where does the scientist Jacob fit into this?
That's why I said, Because, no. Because we are going to come in contact with that further along. So I don't want to go there because it's going to jump us ahead, too far ahead. That's like class number 4.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you that question. Can we save when we get to class 4? No, it might even happen in 3. Between 2 and 3, I'll try to get to it, but I don't want to jump there yet because it'll put people too far ahead. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
I don't want to go that far because if we go too far ahead, then it'll confuse people.
Okay. Understood.
All right, go ahead. You can add. Like I said, let it be on this. We are gonna get. I swear, you know me. I'm not avoiding. Are you drinking my drink? I just sat my drink down here to work on this cameraman and cracked it open and started drinking. All right, go ahead. It's all right. I didn't say open it. I just sat it down. I'm in here. They drinking my drink, y'all. This is a kid hotel. All right, go ahead. I didn't came down here, picked this thing, walked down with my drink, sat it on the table next to him. My man, like, all right, way to go, boss sass. I get dinner and a movie. I like this. All right. Can you get me another one of those, please? Thank you. My man said, here, I just sat my drink to work, fix this camera. My man said, I didn't open. I said, oh, he's opening it for me. Then I just, like, whoa. All right, go ahead.
You need to replenish it now.
Boy, I tell you, for black people, my man was like, what? Won't he do it? God is an awesome God.
Rev, so all my questions are basically centered around from there. So I'll wait for class 3.
Yeah, matter of fact, let me just see. I can tell you right now. It's going to be, you talking about Yakub? Yeah, matter of fact, the next class, Wednesdays. When we move Wednesday into the portion about the Shabaka, which is on page 33, the introduction to Papyrus 2, we're going to talk about that graftation in Yakub, and that's when you're going to ask it. When we get around page 34 and 35 on Wednesday, I'll tell you, when we cover it, I'll say question time. Now let's go to it, because then it'll make more sense what I'm saying for everyone else. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right.
Let's pick a country.
All right. Who's that? Sister, who's next? Brother Rael, go ahead, please.
How you doing, Bazette? My question is, are we gonna start a language class?
We had a language class, and we will again. But what happens with me is I'm a difficult person. If I'm doing something with you and you start not showing up, I don't want to do it with you. Not you. People. I'm saying you as in people, not you to the young man. I'm a person that I like to start what I finished. So if you say you want to do something, then show up. Because I already know the language. Make sense? I know it. I genuinely know it already. So I don't need to spend 2-3 hours, 2-3 extra days a week if people aren't going to show. So if y'all get together and decide that's what y'all want and actually show up, then I'll do it. No problem. But until then, I'm going to just do what I'm doing this way until people are really, it's about commitment.
Who is y'all, though? I'm talking about Rael.
Yeah, but Rael disappeared for some months now. Come on now. That's how this conversation. I'm drinking beer right now, so it's going to get interesting. Be careful. It ain't real beer, but it's near beer. It's called a Whole Earth Organic Elderflower. All right?
You
understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'll speak to you like I would one of my own children. I have children that's your age, 19. And they'll tell you, Dad, I talk straight. You need to be consistent.
Now, my dad told me.
Yeah, stay consistent. See it through. Then we can talk about everything else, but see it through. You understand what I'm saying? Right. This is not just to you, it's to everybody. Anytime everybody says, what we going on? Come on now, stop. What you been doing? You disappeared. All right, now get back. Let's go. Get it together. Then I got you. I want you here.
Amen.
Talking to everybody.
Right.
But do I notice when people take a break? Yeah. You can be standing right next to me. I know what a break look like. But I don't know if y'all watching the television. 100-something thousand people just marched in London. They marched in America. They're marching in all throughout Europe. I don't know if black folks, do we see what's coming? Let me say it another way. Do we see what has arrived?
Right.
Yes, sir.
So we can't take breaks and just, and I don't mean like you can't get a nap. I'm saying this idea of, I just want to chill for a while. I just want to, okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I just ain't going to be there watching it happen because I understand what's happening. And I don't want to tell my children or your children or anyone else's children when they ask, what did I do to help make this not happen? Be like, well, what had happened was, I don't want to do that. So yes, we'll do language. Yes, I teach every night, literally 7 days a week. Monday, I teach 3 classes, 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday, 1 on Thursday, 3 on Friday, 1 on Saturday, which is going to be 2 with the brothers, and then 1 on Sunday. And then I'm constantly teaching the people around me. So I'm doing my job, but if you don't show up, then there's nothing I can do. I can't make you show up. That's called commitment. And that's every person, every man, every woman, every child, everybody in this room right now. All you got to do is tell yourself, treat it like it's work.
Mm-hmm.
If you treat it like it's work, you'll show up. I live my life like it's work. I just tell myself it's work. Whatever got to be done in the house, whatever my part is, hey, can you do it? No problem. Why? It's just work. It's not personal. You know what I'm saying? It's just work. If you treat it like it's work, treat life, it's my children, it's work. It's work. If you just, because we all show up for work. Why? Because work's going to pay off. So life's going to pay off. I got to treat it like it's work. Yes, we all get distracted. It's life. And when you find yourself getting distracted, turn harder into your way of life. Go harder. People go softer. Somebody gets you upset, you will go pull back and get upset. Everything you've been through, I've been through. And then some, in order to help guide you. I've been through divorce. When I got divorced, each time I was like, I shed a tear like any other person. But that was a tear. And then I said, all right, got to get to work now. Let me translate. Let me write. Let me build. Let me get my mind. People say, how do you just get over it and just move on? I'm like, by getting focused on something else. If you get focused on something greater, that purpose pulls you through anything. If you're sick and you're battling some illness and you just sit around and think on the illness all day,
Get sicker.
you get sicker. And it'll seem like it's like hell. You'll be mad, you'll be sad, but if you say, I'm sick, all right, go here, exercise, I'm gonna eat right, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then start, and I'm gonna help people, I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna build some stuff, you get better. Because the body gets flooded with the things that it needs, the hormones, the endorphins. But if I sit around with no adrenaline, cortisol, stress, worry, man, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I can only see old. Guess what I'm gonna get?
Old.
Old.
Go ahead, please.
Understood. Okay, my question is, when you tell us to go out here and spread information, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, with these dates, these timestamps inside this barrel sheet, how can I prove where these numbers are coming from? That's what I want.
Which numbers? Which numbers? You still there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going to.
Okay. You mean the dates of when this year took place and when that year took place?
As far as the creation, the creation we just went over, the first creation, the second creation, third creation.
Right.
Where are these timestamps coming from?
That's
who
I
was
said
there to record it? That's
okay.
what
According to the African theology and cosmology, who's the recorder?
I wrote it down.
Tahuti. I thought somebody was gonna help us out. Tahuti, Nitir Tahuti, the recorder. This being here.
Yes.
Right? We're giving you dates from our theology that who studied?
Moses.
Say it again.
Moses.
Y'all got afraid.
Moses.
Everybody, who's afraid?
Moses.
Okay. Moses.
Yeshua.
Yeshua. Abraham. This man here who wears this mask of an ibis. This black man, because his body black. This black man, this brown man, this melanin man, Tahuti. He is known as the recorder of writing, wisdom, and scribes. And in Tamaré, the person you call Moses is called Thutmose. This word here, they also write it as Tahuti Mos. And he is a chief scribe. That's why the Bible says it was written by the hand of God. And that hand of God, and I'll go back to the time thing with you in a minute. I want us to click on this statue of Tahuti. Y'all got it?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to go over here into this PowerPoint, if that's okay with y'all.
Yes.
I want to show you something. Because you're saying, who's writing these dates? Tahuti. I said we were giving you tonight what happened from the African story. But for those who might say, well, How do we know that that's real? Go ahead, say it.
How do you know that's real?
That's real.
All right. So I'm going to take Tahuti right in front of you. And I'm going to do a little magic trick. All right. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Now I'm going to take this piece here. I'm going to go up here to this thing called crop. And I'm going to crop I want y'all to look at that. I'm going to make that a little big too. Y'all got that in your mind?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
I screenshot it. Took a picture with your phone.
Yes, sir.
All right.
No,
All right.
no, yes, sir.
Now, when you go in the Bible, it says written by the hand of God. Huh? That's found in a few places. Hmm? There's a Bible verse. Exodus 31,
18.
verse 18. Can somebody please turn to Exodus 31, verse 18. For all the student teachers, this is how you answer the question.
Exodus 31:18.
Am I being heard?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You are.
The Tata Hadi, are you here?
Yes.
And he gave Moses, he had given unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him, Sister Dr. Ford,
Upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of God.
I want to know what this finger of God is. You ask who was recording these dates. Esba Elohim. Etzba Elohim. Finger. Something to seize with. From the word 6648 that allows you to grasp. Because whatever this hand is, it's grasping something. What does grasp mean?
Holding.
To hold something.
Yes.
Are y'all still with me?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it.
Now, in Judaism, hand used to read Torah in synagogue. When they read the Torah, they don't touch it with their hands, Brother Rael. Young man, they have this thing called,
Yod.
they call it a yad.
Yod.
Y-A-D, yad. What is Arabic word for hand? Yaslum. What is yad in Arabic? Hand.
Mhm.
Y'all see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What is yad
Yes, sir.
in Hebrew? Come on.
And
Hand.
And
Hand.
So this hand, when I grab this hand to see whose hand it is, I've taken this hand and we're going to place this hand directly under the hand of Tahuti. And I'm going to make this hand a little bit more transparent. And I'm going to place this hand over Tahuti's hand. And I'm going to take the transparency off of it, and you tell me when you see it.
I see it.
So who, Brother Rael, is writing these dates and times and wisdoms and knowledge that the symbol that the Jews are using, because if it was just a hand, it could be an open hand. Why is it a hand grasping a writing utensil?
Mm.
And the way he's holding it, he's only holding it with 2 fingers. The other 3 fingers are here. And that's the way you write hieroglyphs. And they do this, which becomes 999 or 666, okay. But this was how they would hold the utensil. Why? Because if I'm writing, let's say here, hold on, so y'all can see it. When you use the chalk, right? When you use chalk, I'll erase down here, right? That'll dry. When you use chalk, when I'm writing English, you write it like you would I hold it with the 3 fingers, right? And everything's written like this. But when I'm writing in the language and I want to write it sideways, we take the chalk, instead of it pointing straight forward, we hold it on the side when you write Kufic or hieroglyphs. So if I were writing in order to make the symbology bigger, or if I was writing in Arabic and I wanted to look like it's bigger than what it is, you write it on the side. Or if I were writing in Hebrew, right? So you only hold it from the side. You can't see it. I don't know if you can zoom in, but the thing's acting up. Don't do it. Trust me, right? You hold it from the side. So Tahuti is writing in the way that the languages other than English are written in when you talk about ancient languages. So it's Tahuti. You see his hand. There's no ifs. There's no ands. I mean, only thing I didn't do is just turn it on the angle. There you go. And then put it there.
It's him.
Not only do you know it's him, look at the bracelets on his hand. Everything about this, the cufflinks you call them, everything about it. So they, again, with Moses and Yeshua, with Moses of Acts 7:22, would he have known this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's who is recording. The recorder, his name is Tahuti. And that's why the original books of the Bible says, lo, behold an amazing thing, the guardian angelic hosts that are students of Tahuti, Mikael, the first Michael, namely
Gabriel,
the recorder, and the voice of the guardian
angelic
host, Gabriel.
Right.
Are we clear? We're teaching you the wisdom of
Tahuti.
Which those of you in the Nazarite Society, we spent almost the last year and a half studying. Verse 60 of the 1,000. We'll get back to that. I'm just tired. Are we clear? All right. Sister Leah? Oh, no, let me go back. Let me go back. Brother Ryle, so when they're asking about the dates, you got it. First thing you missed this when you weren't here for a little bit. We taught everybody the first thing to say to a person, we're not going out just spitting information, blah, 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 blah. No, this is surgery. If I'm talking to someone, what do you seek? What you trying to learn? We're not just going to have a conversation. I'm just telling you original books of the Bible. What are you? Well, I ain't into really nothing. Okay, what were you as a little boy or girl in your mama's house? We went to church all the time. What kind of church did you go to? We used to go to Sanctified, Saved of the Spirit, and Pentecostal. Okay, cool. Then until you grab something else, that's still your core. You may not believe it anymore, but you behave based off of either believing in it or rejecting it. But either way, it's influencing your behavior. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You have to do that, Brother Ryle. You got to first say to people, what is it you are seeking? You just want us to have a conversation, we have a conversation. And I'll let you talk. Most people will tell you, I just get quiet. I'm like, why? Because it's a conversation. Let them talk.
No foundation.
But if the person said, and there's nothing it's founded on, the problem with conversations with most people is it's not founded on anything. So if it's not founded on anything, we can both pivot whenever we want, and the conversation never gets anywhere. It's very tiring, right? If you're trying to convert somebody, it can be tiring, right? It's a waste, not a waste, it just takes up time. I don't know if it's a waste, but it definitely takes up a lot of time. So before we have conversations on anything, from doctrine to business to trade to relationships, what are you? You cannot convert a person if you don't know what they are. You can't wake up a person if you don't know what type of sleep they're under. Because Islam is a different type of sleep than Judaism. And Judaism is a different type of sleep than Christianity. And Pentecostal is a different type of sleep than Catholicism. And Catholicism is a different type of sleep than Mormonism. And Mormonism is all of these sleeps formulas are different. They have similar looking results, but the way to wake a person up, if a person's in a coma, you don't wake up the coma patients the same way you wake up a person who was put in an induced coma, the same way you wake up a person who has a concussion, the same way you wake up a person who has sleep apnea. Each of these are different stages of sleep, and you can't wake them up the same way. So we don't go out and just start talking. What are you? What you believe? What book you subscribe? What church you go to? What mosque you go to? And then, okay, well, I'm with the Holy Coptic Church, and we believe. And then you let them talk, and then you talk, and then they talk, and then you pull out your Bible, and you get to work with those quotes. That's the way we do, right? They're not going to encounter our dates because they'd have to first read the better sheath. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Now, if you introduce the dates to them, then yeah, now you need to have the information when they ask where. But that shouldn't be our first point of contact. Our first point of contact should just be, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and just teach from that first understanding. We did a whole series on the 7 days of creation before. Just the way they read it and how they understand it. Get them just to understand that God was in darkness. So darkness can't be bad. To say, you know what I'm saying? And you start with the rudiments and you bring a person along. It's not about what you want to talk to them about, it's what they need to be taught about. You understand the difference? I don't want to talk to you about any of these subjects because I already know them. But you need to know them, so I got to talk about it. I translated the whole better sheet, and I'm reading it with you.
Levels.
I don't need to read it. I typed it already. I'm good. But it's not about me. It's about you. What do you need? So when you go out here to teach people, don't teach them what you want to tell them. You might be excited because you learned something tonight, but that might not be what this person needs. Mm-hmm. Your job as a person going out here to propagate, what does this person need? Not what do you want to talk about because you're excited because you learned it today.
Sir.
Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir.
I hear a few people. 1, 2,
Yes,
3.
Pastor.
Yes, Pastor.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
All right. All right, Sister Leah, go ahead, please.
Wait.
You have a next one? You hear me?
Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody because it's 10:46 here, so just in case y'all wondering.
I thought but I wasn't finished. But so when you speak about in Genesis, I think it's Genesis 2, where you speak about the 3 Adams, right? You say, in my head I thought it was the Tamarian Adama, the Cadmonites, and the 11 plus 1 sons. But they say the second Adam was the Indo-Aryans. If you could explain that portion.
I said the second Adam is the Cadmonites who were worshiping the Indo-Aryan gods.
Oh,
The book
okay.
number 13 of the original books of the Bible. In that book, you hear that these Cadmonites were worshiping what? Anybody?
Hinduism.
Hinduism.
Where does it say it? Hmm?
In the Barashif. And they were coming out of that land.
Go to the original books of the Bible, page 248, please. Start at 247, please. Please write this down, Sister Leah, please. Elder Owen, can you read for me, or Dr. Tucker, or Sister Shan, or Dr. Ford, if you're ready? Dr. Ford, somebody.
Yes, Master.
All right. Are you there, Sister Leah?
Yes, Master.
Brother Rael, you got your pen?
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody paying attention now.
Yes,
All in together, page 247, verse 44. I'll start. Bismi il Rab il Khaliku il Kareem.
Of those of
Persia, there were those called Mithras, who did attempt to claim that which belonged to the original three groups of 12 tribes. So the Persian Aryans, called Mithras, they were the first to try to claim your doctrine. Are y'all reading this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And this is mentioned in Ezra chapter 1, verse 8. Somebody go to Ezra 1:8 and read it for us, please.
That's what I want.
And they had the hands of a man under their wings.
That's Ezekiel. I need Ezra. Somebody give me
Ezra
Ezra.
1:8. Even those did Cyrus, king of Persia, bring forth by the hand of Mithridates, the treasurer, and numbered them unto Sheshbazzar, the prince of Judah.
See, so these people were trying to add themselves to the covenant.
Yeah.
Called Mithras. Know, O humanity, that pantheism, 17,250,000 years ago, pantheism is introduced to melanated people with the fall of Leviathan, with the dragon race, the serpent people, taking people from worshiping creator within to now worshiping objects without. Do you know what I mean, Sister Leah? Objects without?
Master.
Huh?
No.
Objects outside your body.
Okay.
Tonism acknowledges divinity in here, and in you, and in him, and in him, and in her. Pantheism says nature, squirrels and birds and fishes and rivers and streams, and now the power is outside. We appreciate nature, we respect nature, but we don't worship a squirrel. Unless you're hungry and ain't got no food, then, dear squirrel, come here, please, come here, squirrel, right? But other than that, so that's what it's talking about. Y'all with me so far?
Yes.
As observed by and who's observing this pantheism? The Adama group of Homo sapiens, Dr. Ford, known as
Cadmonite, of the Phoenician stock of Hindus.
So these Cadmonites of the Phoenician stock of Hindus are observing now pantheism. Black people who are now calling themselves Hindus. Black people who are now calling African people who are calling themselves Zoroastrians. African people, not the same names, some of them weren't there, but they're the same type of belief systems. Just like you black people are calling yourself Pentecostal and Sunni Muslim and Shiite Muslim and Ahmadiyya and Mormon, believing in hobgoblins and an angel named Moroni or Macaroni who comes to Joseph Smith. And we're believing in a lot of crazy stuff. Well, don't think that this is the first time. It's happened before. Now, they're what?
Was such that they believed in and adhered to the negative concepts and polarities of life. which manifested in their surroundings.
So they had been taught to believe in omens because they were under Aryan rule. So they started picking up this omen. Oh, God, you broke a glass. You broke a mirror, you get 7 years of bad luck. Come on, black people. How many of y'all heard that one in your family before?
Yes.
Oh, if you drop the salt on the table, oh, slap your sister. I didn't say that, but it might as well be. Superstitions. Step on the crack.
Yep.
Break your mama's back. That didn't work. I used to be jumping that. That worked, right? Bunch of superstitions. But we were eating it up, wasn't we?
Yes, we were.
Well, guess what the Cadmonites were doing?
They were doing the same.
Same stupidness. Then what happened? Yet for those amongst them who sought the true faith of atonism, oh, that's why his family gets chosen. Because there were black people like you saying, this don't make no sense though. Just like today, you all are questioning, but to your family, you look crazy. But you looking at them like, wait a minute, but we believing in talking snakes and dragons and stuff. Well, come on, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yet for amongst them who sought true faith of atonism, atonement could be gained. Thus, they were very ignorant when it came to the higher sciences of the original Tamarean teachings. Are there conscious people in the conscious world who, whatever their conscious branch is, but then sometimes they say some stuff, you be like, what? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Concerning atonism, which was held sacred within the Holy Coptic Church. Now, Dr. Ford, please.
Amongst them were those who did mix with the fallen angelic beings.
So some of these Cadmonites married. Some of them broke away from the main tribe and they mixed and married the fallen angels, such as by names of cherub, as found in Ezra 2:59. Keep reading.
The reason for their ignorant mentalities was based off of the fact that their pantheistic beliefs dealt with the hidden and mind-mystifying teachings which the fallen angelic beings had utilized to control the mortals.
Oh, so this Hinduism and look at the sun into your eyes and stick a needle through your face and walk on hot coal, all this stuff that you believe that a spiritual master, I remember having people tell me, but you're not a real spiritual master because the spiritual master is supposed to have patience no matter what. What? Where are you reading this stupidness? You're not an angel because angels are supposed to let us abuse them. No, we're warring angels. Y'all got the wrong group. You think you want to see me, you want to walk in the room and I'm sitting with my legs folded for hours. My legs will hurt after a while. My hips, I'm older, I'm 52. Hell's wrong with you? When I was 8 years old, I could sit in a lotus. Now I'm 52, I sit in a half lotus. You know what I'm saying? But you want to walk in the room and I'm like, and the grasshoppers fly at night and eat bubblegum. What does that mean, master? Go and bring me a soda pop and I'll tell you. Don't give it to a kid though, because he'll drink your drink. Right? It goes on. Which the fallen angelic beings had utilized to control the mortals amongst humanity up until the point whereby they were able to actually what?
Hide and keep the realistic knowledge of atonism from those who need it and do still need it most.
See? The way they package this damn thing all the way down through time and keep perfecting, hiding it, people who need it most can't get it. This was perpetuated by
fallen angelic beings through a process whereby they utilize simple half-truths and allegories.
So they're using half-truths. So they'll give you some reality about God or somebody doing something, and then they give you some myth. And there was a garden, that's reality. And the garden's at the 4 rivers, that's a reality. And these 4 rivers do meet, okay, that's the reality. And there's one called the Fishon, there's the Blue Nile, and the Gigahon, and the White Nile, and the other way around, White and Blue Nile, and the Tigris and the Paratu and the Diglet, Euphrates, that's true. And then they put a garden in, okay, that makes sense, and have everything in the garden, great. And then they form a man from the dust of the earth. See? All that was good. Ethiopia, that's there. Rivers, with you. Trees. Now you got a snake wrapped around the tree. See? So it works because they gave you just enough truth to get your attention. And then they bend it.
Right.
And boop, now we way over here somewhere. You understand? Jesus came down. Possible. Into the womb of a woman. Probable. She got pregnant without a man.
How?
Possible.
I dare any mother or woman in this room tonight go home and tell your husband you are pregnant and it's by somebody it was a spirit. And as y'all drive around the neighborhood looking for the spirit, his hand wrapped around your neck, massaging the spirit out of you. But see what I'm saying? They give you just enough truth. And then it just myth. Moses freed the Israelites. Okay. And they marched across. Okay. And they got to the Red Sea. Okay. And he raised his hands. And the waters went. The walking, I'm with you. Now we walking through the sea and the waters. And Moses. And we're walking by and we're looking. And the fish are looking at us and the sharks are just in the water. Like, so come down, I'm eating all of y'all Israelites. It doesn't make sense. Noah, build an ark. You can build an ark. Makes sense. And the great deluge comes. Makes sense. 40 days and 40 nights. Monsoon rain. Got you. Makes sense. But he took 7 of every clean animal and 2 of every. He took every animal on earth that didn't live in the waters. He took a crocodile. He took alligators.
A lion.
Lions, bears, foxes, elephants, giraffes, zebra. What did he feed the carnivores? See, now it don't make sense. They give you just enough of the lie. Excuse me, just enough of the truth, and then a bunch of myth. Well, this happened before. This will be the last question for tonight. It's 11 o'clock. This was perpetuated by the fallen angelic beings through a process whereby they utilized simple half-truths and allegories to interfere with what the Adama group of Homo sapien known as Kedmonites of the Phoenician stock of Hindus were being taught concerning atonism in order to keep them bound in ignorance. Every time someone gives you a little bit of truth and a whole lot of lie, they're keeping you bound in ignorance. Your problem is you don't read Jeremiah to understand, I'm talking to the people who might hear this, to understand that your pastor is a crooked clergy. He's one of the prophecies that say they're going to lie to lying pastors. So they say they don't read this book cover to cover. Then why they don't see it? If you read something cover to cover and you can't see it, you shouldn't be up there preaching.
Come on, my Sesh. That's right.
Because Francis Cress Welsing saw it. Elijah Muhammad saw it. Marcus Garvey saw it.
Right.
Betty Shabbat saw it.
Yes.
Scott King saw it. Dr. Martin Luther King saw it. Amy Jacques Garvey saw it. Van Sertimer saw it. We see it.
Right.
And you God's servant. He called you, woke you up in the middle of the night. You had a calling, and in that calling wasn't some information to help fix people's lives, but instead to give them more lies and pass a collection plate.
That's right.
In 2025, when information is available on our phones, you ain't even got to try. You can just Google it. The pastors don't even use it. And then they get on there, Sarah Jakes, well, Matia, stop lying to the people. Now you want to use some new words. Come on, I'm open invitation. I'm looking for all debaters, pastors, and preachers, and reverends, and imams. Bring your best. We're going to do it right. I'll make you a cup of tea, whatever it is you drink. Have one person to interview us, put the cameras on live, and let the questions pour in.
Yes, sir.
Visitors go first. You get to, you know what I'm saying? We flip a coin. You go first. I go for round 2. But it's going to be interesting because everything you said, we're going to have the blackboard say, write that quote. What quote's that? Where that at? Show me that in the language. I don't want to, we're not doing just English. Because you said the day of Pentecost was about languages.
Yeah.
Now speaking in tongues called languages. So give me one of those tongues.
Yes.
Acts chapter 2,
Come on.
Genesis 11.
Come on.
Anyway, let's
That's
get
right.
back real quick. To interfere, bound in ignorance. Records of the Mithrasim are recorded in the Persian Avesta, wherein it is explained of how the three main ruling gods at that time amongst those of the land of Sin were Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu, the heads of the three tribes, namely Brahma, the East Indian,
Hindu,
Shiva, the Bedouin Sabians, who rule the Arabian Peninsula today, and Vishnu, the original Mongolian Edomites. These are the three. We talk about Genghis Khan, his people. Verily, Enade Ray does know the innermost. Sister Leah, are you still there? Thoughts held in the inner chambers of humanity's heart. Yet pantheism, as observed by the other Hindu groups, so the Cadmonites of the Phoenician stock of East Indians, they were observing it one way, but there were other groups of Hindu worshippers at that time was headed by four main goddesses along with their male consorts who were gods, namely the earth goddess Biduvi and Prithvi, and the earth god Vishnu, the moon goddess Durga Alat, and the moon god Chandra, the water goddess Gangama, and water god Apanapat, and the underworld goddess Satisuyartara, and the god Batara Kala. Though there were over 330 million gods and goddesses worshipped in the land of Sin. These words, Dr. Ford.
These words are confirmed and detailed from the wise one that controls all awareness.
Nadre. However,
in the case of the Adama group of Homo
the
sapiens,
other Hindu groups had over
330 million.
30 million. That's a whole lot of gods that they were dealing with at that time. They made a god for everything in nature. But the Cadmonites of the Phoenician stock of East Indians, of Hindus, they were being taught and upgraded, like you, by the guardian host, the Anunnaki. So the Anunnaki were teaching these Cadmonites of the Phoenician stock. They were saying, yo, what are y'all doing? They come from you. You don't come from them. Stop worshiping them. The same thing I'm saying to y'all.
That's right. Yes.
You are worshiping that which was created less than you. I'm saying, yo, what are you doing? Stop. He got you acting like him. She got us acting like her. Let's continue. Sister Leah, I pray you still here.
Yes,
known
Pastor.
also as the Nakites, in such a way that they would eventually, so these Adama group of Homo sapiens, the Cadmonites of the Phoenician stock of Hindus, eventually were allowed to do what?
Marry back in amongst the tribes of the Tamaray ancient Africans.
So they had been pushed out. Y'all understand? They had been pushed out. They were pushed out of that land. You see? Verse 43 tells you, 41, 42, 43, what took place, how they were worshiping pantheism, the Sabianism, the worship of the stars or the spirits in them, especially as practiced in ancient Arabia and Mesopotamia. Abraham had followed this. He was of that Cadmonite group. The marrying of Hagar was to fix the genes and the mentality. Verse 50, please.
O you who seek true faith, confirmed realities, have come to you all from on high.
Now,
at that point did these guardian angelic hosts called Anunnaki have assigned 4 guardian angelic hosts of the Anunnaki priesthood known as Zodakites.
Zodakites, the trusted ones who studied the sacred to teach them. And I'll stop there. So Sister Leah, are we clear? Sister Leah?
Yes, Pastor.
Okay.
So this picking up of pantheism from the Cadmonites and them, this take place after they were pushed out of the garden. Oh, you're talking about
after the Cadmonites were pushed out of their Garden of Eden in Bali, Indonesia?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking? I'm saying it that way so the person doesn't just, because anybody listening will think I'm talking about the Genesis, the better sheath, and it's not. I told you again, if you read back from verse 41, it tells you what happened.
Okay.
They were in Indonesia, in the land of Bali, Indonesia. You see it here, in a city called Eden, and they got put out. Yes. This is in the book of the Cadmonites of the Phoenician stock. You see it right here.
Yes, in.
You see? And this is where they were. And then what happened?
Now?
No, I'm just saying, as you go down, they get put out.
Mm-hmm.
And they go across this Adam's Bridge, where they came to an island called
Java.
During that time period, the second wave of people, so there were two waves of it, the Iranian, Indo-Aryan, and there's a second wave of people who came to Bali, came slowly over the years from Java, also called Javan. And who's Java or Javan of the Hindus? Java was the Melaninite Hindu who mixed his seed with Iris and gave birth to what group of people, according to Genesis chapter 10, verses 1, 2, and 3. Who are the Javanites? The Ionians, the Greeks. You gotta be able to say with loud. You gotta be sure of your doctrine. Make a mistake. I'm okay with that, but be sure when you speak. So yes, Sister Leah, this is after they got put out of the garden of Bali, Eden, not Gan Eden. Are you clear?
One other thing. So the Aryans was not the cause of them getting pushed out this garden in Bali. Wasn't the same Aryans? That was the first wave, or that was before the first wave?
The Aryan group that got them put. Okay, go ahead. Go.
I said that two waves. So the first wave was when there was in the garden itself. That will cause them to leave the garden, get pushed out.
In the Bible, there's two waves of the eviction. First wave is Adam and Eve getting pushed out. Second wave is Seth's seed getting pushed out. No. Seth's seed, because what did they say about Seth's seed? Seth had a son named
Enos.
And then began
Man to call upon the name of the Lord.
Man to call upon the name of the Lord.
So there's two different events. The first event, the Adam and Eve, they're expelled. That's Genesis 3, flaming sword. And they go and they're living in a land of
Bali. No.
Nod.
No, that's where Cain goes to Nod. Adam and Eve go where?
Out of field.
Canaan.
Say it again, Sister Leah.
Canaan.
No, I thought you said it. That's why.
No.
Enoch. So they called Enoch.
I said Bali.
Eden. Out of field.
Out of field, the Sauda.
Land of the Cadmonite. The land of the Cadmonite. The land of the Cadmonite.
Oh, yeah, because he's a cat. Lilith.
It's in the Bible. Who has the quote? The land of the Cadmonite. Is Cadmon in the Bible?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
I know why y'all don't see it. You know why y'all don't see it?
Genesis 15:19.
Genesis 15:19, please.
Genesis 15:19.
Let's take a look at it, please.
Kenites.
It's up on the board. Go ahead, please.
Oh, I see.
The Kenites and the Kenizzites and the Cadmonites.
Okay. Now, what is it telling us here in Genesis 15:18? In the same day, the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, saying unto your seed, Abraham's seed, I have given this land from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates, the Kenites and the Kenizzites and the Cadmonites. Cadmonites. And these Cadmonites, people were living there in a city, Adam. Most Christians don't realize there's a city, Adam.
Yes.
That the waters in Joshua 3:16, which came down from above, stood and rose up upon a heap very far
from the city of Adam.
From the city, not of Adam, not the city of Adam,
The city
the
Adam.
city Adam. So these people built a city called Adam. And amongst their inhabitants, these Cadmonites, which means
Easterners.
Easterners.
Uh-huh.
Why are they called Aboriginal Easterners? Because they're original beings worshiping Aboriginal gods.
Yeah.
In the land of Cadmon, the Cadmonites. Are y'all with me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So once they begin to do that, they get expelled. This city, Adam. This is what you call in Bali, Indonesia, the capital, Eden, in Bali, Indonesia. They were under an African pharaoh called Ganges.
Ganges.
And they violated and they got put out. That was the first expulsion. Then Cain gets put out. That's another expulsion. Then Seth's seed gets the call on the name of the Lord and no longer can talk to all the Naturu. They're only assigned one Naturu. Instead of all the 24 elders being present to teach, you only get one at a time now. Because they had fallen in their thinking. Because every imagination of theirs had become nothing.
Evil continuously.
When you're arrogant and cocky and egotistical and do all this crazy stuff, you don't deserve the right to talk to all the Naturu. So then they send one. And if you really bug out, the one be like me. I'm not going to sit here and do this with people. Do y'all understand?
Yes.
This is your doctrine. This is your doctrine. And it's a profound doctrine. And it's ordered doctrine. But you got to zakar.
Study to show thyself approved.
Got to remember. And the only way to get your memory to function right, there's this attributes and elements called zakurain. And there's attributes like ilalimu that you say every day, 100 times a day, every day. And this, I did this for years and still do. There's attributes. It's El Hakimu, the wise. Moses wasn't just reading the wisdom. He understood the power of the attributes and the elements. And he called on those attributes and elements. The Bible calls God by God's different attributes. The loving, the kind, the Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nisi. All of these names. The Quran says El Rahman, El Rahim, El Malik, El Qudus, El Alimu. These attributes, you and I and Kemet, in the Nile River Valley, in the Niger Delta, in the Amazon Basin, in the Yangtze River, in the Harappan civilization of the Indus, we have attributes. We have elements. And we have ancestors whose names we call on because we're invoking the memory of that which is inside of us. So you're going to have to get the wazifa and begin to zakurain or dhikr. And we would chant. I'm not just giving y'all chants on Sundays because I just like singing, because if you know me, you'll understand it's not like that. They're channeling me now that at some point they'll stop and go, they got enough. Get back to go do this, and I'll be doing something else. I'm giving y'all these so you can learn them because it gives you your own songs in your own language. Now you should be saying, what is this saying? Not, oh, it sounds good. What words are these? So you can learn them and know what you're saying, because once you know what you're saying, then you can tear down the walls of symbolic Jericho. Is everybody clear? I'm going to end now because it's 11:17 p.m. in the UK, and I'd like to go home for the night. And we'll pick this up. I see Rael, Brother Sajidrick. I know Elder Owen, Sister Azandi. I know Brother Rael have more questions. I know Sister Leah, you got more, and we will get to them. This is just the beginning of the conversation. As always, I pray you've learned something of benefit. Now, this is the part nobody likes. Now, if you would like, please donate. Free will offering, go to Cash App, go to Zelle, and go to Stripe. Don't use PayPal right now. Go to Cash App, Zelle, Stripe. If social media, I pray we'll put it up. Maybe put some music on, kind of, you know. I always talk about this each week. I guess I ain't getting no music. All right, we can just hum through.
How much is the recording?
Social media let me down. Well, they let me down. Letting me down. Oh, Father, I'm singing my own closeout song. Oh, Jesus, this is so wrong. Oh, let me down. Dr. Ford and Sisters Auntie. Oh, they let me down. Couldn't get their act together after 4 hours of talking. I'll see y'all Wednesday.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, family.
Namaste, family.
They done that.
Namaste, family.
Namaste.
Take me to the promised land. Oh, in your presence is where the promised land is. In your presence is where it all is. In your presence, yeah. In your presence, hey, 'cause you said in your presence is a fullness of joy, and at your right hand pleasures forevermore. Well, I wanna see the promised land. Oh, come, Lord, take my heart and take me to the promised land. Take me to the promised land before you, Lord. Come, Lord, take my heart and take me to the promised land. Take me to the promised land. I wanna know you, Lord. I wanna know you, Lord. I wanna know you more. I wanna know you more. I wanna know you,